palmeiras in that quarterfinal game. In the first game of the quarterfinals, halil will play their game after defeating Manchester City. They are going to play Fluminense in the first quarterfinal game. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin, and today we're going to talk about the Club World Cup with the guys in the studio. Good morning, John. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Good morning, football fans. Yesterday we had some terrible news, but hopefully, it gets better with every turn. Kudos to all Liverpool fans out there.
Good morning, also.
Good morning. We've not recovered from the shock of yesterday, but we move on.
Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. You can go there, drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, first, let's start with a sad note because yesterday was a terrible day for footballing world. Yesterday, we lost two icons in the footballing world. First, Nigerian Peter Rufai. He died yesterday in Nigeria. Rest in peace, Peter Rufai. He is one of our greatest players. When it comes to the Super Eagles, he plays for so many clubs. From even in Belgium, he was a Nigerian footballer. He completed his professional game in Belgium, Netherlands, Portugal, and Spain. He played for 20 years in his footballing career, representing Nigeria in 2 World Cups and many African Cup of Nations. So rest in peace, Peter Rufai. You have done well for Nigerian Super Eagles, and you have done well for the Nigerian as a whole. Thank you for all you have done for us.
That's why we adopted the name Akane Chigwe.
Thank you very much, Peter Rufai, and rest in peace. Secondly, sad news for Liverpool fan Diogo Jota and his brother died yesterday in a car accident in Spain. So many stories about that death, that he's supposed to fly back to Liverpool, but he had a surgery and he couldn't fly. They advised not to fly, so he needed to drive from Spain to England
Get
or
a
something.
ferry,
Get something to move. I don't know how
he was supposed to drive to get into a
ferry
boat that will take him to England.
Yeah, so before he had that crash, Jota has been one of the biggest players in Liverpool since he moved to Liverpool in 2020. He has won the league title, won almost everything for Liverpool, but unfortunately yesterday he died. He and his brother died in that car accident. So for all Liverpool fans, I don't even know what to say again. We are sorry, and all footballing fans, we are mourning. Yesterday was just a crazy day. Yesterday, 2 news, 2 deaths, and I don't even know what to say. But rest in peace, Diogo Jota. Rest in peace, Peter Rufai. I hope you people are in a better place now, and to your families and friends, please take heart. And from us here in Vote Sports family, we want to say a special sorry to both families, and let's hope that all of us heal and move forward. Thank you for all you have done for footballing world. Okay, let's move over to the Club World Cup. Sorry, today's sports is somehow for me. Like yesterday's news was just crazy for me. I couldn't even recover. It was
tragedy upon tragedy, man.
Tragedy. We finished one and we received another one. It was just yesterday I couldn't even understand what happened yesterday. Losing 2 brothers in one day. It's crazy. But let's hope that things will get. I don't even know what to say, but rest in peace for both players. Okay, let's talk about the Club World Cup because Club World Cup quarterfinals is starting today. And first, Angela will play their opponents today. Fluminense in today's game. That game will happen by 8 p.m. I think it's going to be a good game because I have knocked out City. That means they are a favorite, even though that Fluminense have Diogo Silva, the 40-year-old captain that is also marshalling that defense for them. But it's going to be a good game today. First quarterfinal, Fluminense versus Al-Hilal.
Yeah, first quarterfinals, 2 surprise packages in the quarterfinals.
Nobody expected them to be in these
2 surprise packages, stage. And if you look at the 2 teams, you have one that's a fluid ball-playing team. You have another one that is a rock-solid team that knows how to defend and also how to attack as well. And it's going to be a good encounter for footballing neutrals. Sorry, my voice is a bit down, Yesterday has not been easy, but, we move forward. So for this quarterfinal match, I'm just expecting to see a good game of football. We know that on paper, Al Hilal is the stronger side, but we know who Fluminense took out to get to where they are right now. So anything is possible in this Club World Cup. And the best thing is just to come with an open mind and, let the chips fall where they may.
Okay, now, so what do you think will happen in today's game?
It's going to be fireworks. It's going to be a firework cracker because these two teams. We said this group or this part of the what's it called now? This part of the line is where shock has happened. The best shocks have happened in this part. Fluminense against Inter Milan, Hilal against Man City. It was just shockers all around. But we move on because
we're expecting Inter Milan versus Manchester City against
but look at what's happening now. We're seeing the Fluminense versus Hilal, which is we know Hilal are very physical, very dominant on the ball. Look at the players they have on their side, and look at players Fluminense has on their side as well. I think 3 of their players are being scouted by European top 5 teams. Currently, 3 of their players after the Club World Cup because the way they've played. Offensively, they are good when they go on the once they go on the offense, they don't come back without getting something out of it. You see them go on 5 attacks, play 5 shots on target, get 2 goals. While they in Al Hilal side as well, you see them do the same thing. And defensively, you see how they played against. They played I think 6 man at the back against Man City. Now this which tells you that they can if it's when it comes to defense, they can defend.
The good thing about this encounter is that if
both teams have solid defense.
Apart from that, if the roles were switched, we could see if the roles were switched, it would be a bigger side going through from this quarterfinals. Because if you look at the other quarterfinal games, you have Real Madrid against
the other side of
the log is choked.
So it's kind of like an opportunity to the underdogs in this competition because one of them is going to have an opportunity to get to the semi-finals.
Yes.
And for these two teams now, one of these two teams now, Fluminense now, the money they'll make getting to the semi-final will be life-changing for them as well. Because it should have been maybe a Dortmund against Fluminense and then maybe a Bayern Munich against this guy, so that the mix would have been. I'm just saying, if these two teams are underdogs,
if Inter won,
these two teams are underdogs, right? If the potting of these quarterfinals had been done differently, they will be facing a tougher opponent,
Inter Milan would have
and they would not find it easier for them to. No. If these two guys won, but the way the teams were seeded for the quarterfinals were different, they could have landed a Bayern Munich or a Dortmund, and they will be sure to be out. Well, but it's an opportunity for them that they're having a part to the semis.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just going to state it there. It's an opportunity to put yourself in the market because you're selling at least 3 of your players to European top 5 leagues this summer. You're getting at least for each of those players, you're getting nothing less than 50 million quid, which means 50 million pounds. So if you're getting nothing less than,
that's a bonus because being in this stage of the competition, they are about to make about 100 million.
That's for the club. Then you add extra 50 million for each player.
Why would they sell their players?
Why won't you sell players? Normally,
why do you want them to sell their players?
Why they come this World Cup if not to sell players?
No, it's because they qualified. If they didn't qualify, they will not be here.
To add the flavor of the South American League, the flavor of the Saudi Arabia in this competition. That's why they are here.
And then you can't see they don't get money to sell player.
Who they want to sell?
Players they will say. No worry.
Oh, wow.
Whether this World Cup is there or not, if the clubs are looking for a player,
they know where to find talent. Yes.
Who has started scouting those players since
for a very long time.
This tournament will not change anything.
It won't change anything.
Changes.
For example, Chelsea is buying Estavo.
Now, like I said,
it doesn't matter if he performs well in this
Cup or not. In big stages, because normally you're restricted to like maybe a number of scouts, but when you perform on a big stage, the number of scouts that come to scout you becomes increased.
What I'm saying is just a tournament, just like a World Cup tournament. It's just a 1 month tournament. You cannot qualify if somebody plays rubbish from start of the season to end and they qualify and come and just shine for like 2 weeks. You come and buy him because he shine for 2 weeks. Well, depending on how you want to see, but today Fluminense will play Al Hilal. Let's get your prediction for that game. Who goes through to the semi-finals of the Al Hilal? I think I'm going to support Al Hilal because those boys ball, man. They ball Real Madrid, the ball Manchester City. Come on.
You're giving it to Al Hilal because of they are European giants.
All of us.
Because they are European giants. That's why you are giving it to Al Hilal. I say you. I'm not saying we.
Okay.
I'm just going to stay and wait for anything that happens.
Okay, let's see what happens in today's game. It's going to be the first quarterfinal of the Club World Cup. Fluminense will play Al Hilal. Okay, before we talk about Chelsea, because Chelsea is going to play by 2 a.m. Tomorrow morning, let's go to our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at both FM. So, Farouk, welcome back to the show. You say, good morning, beautiful people. It is sad that Liverpool lost one of them. Also, our own legend, Peter. The news is, I don't know what you wrote there. Okay, the news is coincidence, and we don't pray for such again. Yeah, okay, Farouk, we don't pray for such again. And okay, Chooks is back to the show. Chooks, welcome to the show. It's a great tragedy to the footballing world at large. Rest in peace to Diogo Jota and his brother Andre, and to Peter Rufai. Rest in peace to all of them. So Liverpool needs to immortalize the number 20 jersey.
They already did. I think they already did.
I think they will see. We'll see if that will happen. Okay, Chimobi, Michael, welcome to the show. I think this is the first time I'm seeing your comment, Chimobi. Yeah. Say good morning, everybody in the studio. My name is Michael from Independence Layout. Welcome to the show, Chimobi. Thank you for joining us. Remember to click that subscribe button, and you can drop your comments whenever we are talking here on live. We are always on YouTube. Drop your comments. We will be reading your comments live here in the studio. And Chuk is also dropping a comment saying how Barcelona be on 1:1 rule, but still can't register players without stress, because that's the only thing holding Nico Williams deal from happening. Okay, let's see what happens with Barcelona. They have been trying to buy Nico Williams, but going back and forth with Atletico Bilbao and with the La Liga Association is a crazy thing for them. I don't even know how they are in this financial problem, but we know if I are giving contract to Griezmann, then big money.
Malcolm, how do you sign Malcolm 90 million? Sign Dembele 150 something.
Sign Griezmann 100 or something.
Sign Felix too. So all this wasted money.
Giving contracts, heavy contract to all the players. Alba, Piqué, Busquets, all of them. I don't want to talk about even Messi. Messi was his own salary was.
This they want to know.
What is waiting? Go.
Okay, let's go back to the Club World Cup for today. Tomorrow morning, early morning, 2 p.m. Chelsea will play Palmeiras in the other quarterfinal game. Remember, Chelsea signed another player, Pedro, Joao Pedro, and he has joined the squad for the quarterfinal game. It's going to be an interesting game for Chelsea, because Chelsea have a more easier path than other big teams to reach the finals of this Club World Cup. If they find a way to beat Palmeiras in this game, they'll be in semi, and they're going to play either Fluminense or Al Hilal. But in this particular game, you cannot write off Palmeiras in this game, because these Brazilian guys sometimes their head they hot, and they have a young star there, a star that after this tournament is going to move back to Chelsea. But what do you think will happen in this game?
They are also European giants. Now let's look at their numbers. Rico from Barcelona are also the other guy from West Ham United, Felipe Luis. Now these are big players in their right.
How many of them? Just two.
I can call like 4 of them. I can call like 4 of them.
But they are not European giants. Brazilian boys, Samba boys that are doing
and they are European giants.
Must you tie everything to Europe?
Because more of their team, more of their players are Brazilians.
Yes, what are we saying, man?
I'm saying they went to Europe, they conquered.
That doesn't make them European. Waiting and conquer. Waiting and conquer.
But Victor no really conquer.
Waiting Victor conquer. Waiting Felipe Luis conquer.
Felipe?
Waiting and conquer.
Don't go there.
Don't go there.
You shock the world. But I'm just saying, look at it. I just called their names just to trigger some people, and John Rezi triggered on behalf of Chelsea fans.
Why they call Felipe the one?
John Rezi triggered on behalf of Chelsea fans. I understand, but look at it now. These are players that have come done, and they are about to do more, because look at where they came from. Beating again a Botafogo who were solid on their ground. Botafogo beats by PSG. You get these people won against those teams, and I think they have a good structure, offensively and defensively. They play a good football. They play compact football. You see the way they run, and they're always on their toes, 247. Look at their last game. I think in their last 3 games, they ran more, they covered more distance than the position team, played more football. Though it was a big team as well, but you see the way they played. And that's the way you could say, if Chelsea cannot be on their wheat in this game, they're going to outrun Chelsea. And if they outrun Chelsea, they're going to.
John Maresca is building something. If he wins this tournament, it's going to be a plus for him after winning the Conference League. But they are buying a whole lot of players. They are already agreed for Gittins to come. after this tournament, Gittins is still playing with Borussia Dortmund. After this tournament, he's going to join Chelsea. And Pedro just arrived and he started training with them. Day before yesterday, he started training with Chelsea. But against this, they have, I won't call it an easy game, but they will prefer them like to play PSG or Bayern Munich. Do you understand? But in this particular game, what do you think will happen for Chelsea in this game?
First, let's talk about Enzo Maresca. Maresca right now, I don't know why his name is in my mouth, but Enzo Maresca right now looks like a juggler who is juggling 2 balls, and then all thought ball he does is just throw 5 more, 6 more, 8 more, 10 more into what he's juggling, and he has to keep up. Right now, this is why sometimes you don't move to a club when you don't have bargaining power. Now we are talking about the squad being bloated even more. We are talking about Joao Pedro coming. We are talking about the potential for Gittins coming. We're also talking about, since he finished top 4 last season, any drop off this season, his job is at stake. We're also putting it side by side with the fact that Chelsea have been inconsistent in performances in games, right? Because you see them start, they concede a lot of goals, and then sometimes it's hard for them to get back into the game. So in this encounter now, it's pretty simple. I think by now Maresca should have a bearing as to who his first 11 is, and in that situation, Joao Pedro is on the left, Neto is on the right, and Delap is up front because this man is still out, right? And you have the dynamic trio behind them, talking about Enzo, Caicedo, and Palmer in that setup. Fantastic setup. I still feel the defense needs a lot of work, but in this game, it's back to the fundamentals, performance levels. If you are going to turn up on the night with the leg you used to escape your last game, you are going to be in problem. And that's another thing, because these guys are ball playing. Let's not forget, Palmeiras are ball playing. They are a ball playing team. They know how to progress the ball. They know how to hold possession. In fact, you have to come and fight them off possession. And then secondly, it's what happens when you concede that shock goal. What happens when you are winning and you do not press your momentum, because football is all about momentum, it's all about performance levels. And then secondly, it's all about making key opportunities count.
Okay, now the lab, I think Jackson is back, so I think the lab should have to start in this particular game. What do you think, the lab or Jackson?
Should start. Jalab should start.
Lab should still start in this game.
Yes.
I'm interested in that boy, Estavo, when he plays. He's playing against his parent club, obviously. When he plays
against his future
he cannot be thinking about Chelsea right now.
He needs to just
because he will never play for Palmeiras unless in another decade, right? So
come on, if he flops, he goes back to Palmeiras. It happens like that for most players. They go to a big club, it doesn't work, and they move back
another club in Europe could snag him up. So coming back to what I mean by saying that is that he should enjoy his final games with Palmeiras and take it all in, because it's going to be a decade before he may be back.
Okay, thinking about this Joao Pedro again, if I look at it again, I think it's the same caliber of player with Felix. If you look at Joao Felix, if you look at it, it's not a number 9.
It's not a number 10.
And it's not a number 10.
And it's not a winger.
It's not a winger.
You can just play anywhere.
You understand? It's somebody that plays basically behind the striker, just like Joao Felix. So they keep buying the same kind of player. That's why the thing about Chelsea is always, sometimes I don't understand it. They always make the same mistake because if you look at it, what is different between Joao Felix and Pedro? Just age, maybe. Both of them are similar kind of player, but let's see. But in this particular game, Chelsea will play Palmeiras in the quarterfinal by 2 a.m. Nigerian time in the morning. It's actually Saturday, 2 a.m. But let's see what happens in that game. Let's get your prediction in that game. Chelsea to play Palmeiras. Who goes to the semi-final of that game?
2-1 win Chelsea.
2-1 for Chelsea.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say for that one. I won't say anything. I'll just observe.
Okay, let's see what will happen in that particular game. Okay, let's go back to our YouTube channel and read some of the comments there again before we talk about some of the transfers that is happening everywhere in Europe. Okay, back to our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM. So, and Cletus, welcome to the show. I am devastated and couldn't participate in the show yesterday. It's a big loss for us, the Liverpool family, the football lovers at large. Thanks for all the sympathizers with us. Rest in peace, guys. And Rufai. Oh yes, the two brothers of Jota, both of them died in that accident. Okay, Chukwobina is saying, good morning guys in the studio. He said, trust me, Enzo Maresca go use the usual, go do the usual thing. He will shuffle line up like mad. Palmer may play wing back today and Casado may be attacking too. Okay, let's see what happens in that game.
Come on now.
What's up, man?
Come on.
Okay, Uzochukwu, welcome to the show. I keep mispronouncing your name. I keep calling you Ugochukwu instead of Uzochukwu. Sorry, I'm sorry about that. Okay, Uzochukwu. Okay, Uzochukwu said, okay, yeah, I've read his comment. Said, may Peter Rufai's and Jota's soul rest in perfect peace. Sorry for that mistake, Uzochukwu. Okay, Cletus is back with his home comment. As a Liverpool fan in Nigeria, my tears are uncontrollable. But with hope in our hearts, they will never walk alone. May God give them fortitude to bear the loss of Jota, Andre, and Peter Rufai. Thank you for that kind word, Cletus. It was a sad day yesterday for the footballing world. Okay, Chimobi is back. I said Chelsea will win by 3-1, and Ahila will win today. Okay, nice prediction there. Nice prediction, Chimobi. Thank you for that prediction. And Kenzie said, I wish Chelsea all the best in their quarterfinal games. Okay, everybody, Chelsea fans are dropping comments, and let's see if Chelsea is going to win that game against Palmeiras by 2 a.m. I'm going to wake up to watch that game. I'm interested to see what will happen in that game because I like Palmeiras. I like all the Brazilian boys. The
question is, should Estevao celebrate if he scores, yes or no?
He should celebrate, Joe. He should celebrate. Why won't he celebrate?
Chelsea fans, will you forgive him?
Why won't they forgive him? You've not signed him yet. He's not up to your club yet. You just sign and leave and there. You just like agreeing a fee until transfer window open.
Okay, Farouk is back and saying on our YouTube channel, he says Chelsea to beat them 2-1. Okay.
As Chelsea, long as they have a 1, no problem.
Now, what to use that one they do?
Consolation.
Okay, let's see what happens in that game. Chelsea will play Palmeiras by 2 a.m. on Saturday morning, 2 a.m. Let's wake up and watch that game and see if Chelsea is going to play those semi-finals of the Club World Cup. I think Chelsea, out of the European big teams, have the easiest route to that finals. So let's see if they can make it count. Okay, let's talk transfers a little bit. And the biggest story yesterday is that Newcastle has sent a bid to Nottingham Forest for Elanga.
Anthony.
55 million pounds. I'm telling people, Newcastle will not send Isak first. And they're trying
to replace.
Yeah, they're not even replacing because Elanga from the right, Anthony, Elanga, Gordon's from the left, Isak in the middle up front. If they want to replace Isak, is it with Kalowisi? It's not possible. It can never happen.
Before we talk about that transfer, because it's a huge transfer, if Newcastle can get Elanga did very, very well for Nottingham Forest. It's going to be a big, huge blow for Nottingham Forest, but it's going to be gain for Newcastle. But before we do that, let's go back to our YouTube channel and read one more comment about the prediction of Chelsea game. And Chukwobina is saying, with all these predictions I am seeing from Chelsea fans here, tears go full ground tomorrow. Okay, let's see if that will happen. Okay, but Elanga moving to Newcastle, I think Newcastle, I don't know if they are ready to challenge for the league. It's going to be tough. So I'm not going to say if they buy Elanga, they're going to challenge for the league, but they can make.
Before you say for the league, you need to.
They can make an impact.
Yeah, you can make an impact. Look at where they finish. I think they finished in the top half of the table, finishing in the top 6 of the table last season.
They are playing Champions League.
They finished 4th.
They played top 4.
They finished top 5.
Now 5th or 4th they finished.
Chelsea later go up now.
Okay.
Yeah, so they finished in the top 5 of the Premier League last season. They can still do one further. You get now. It's about. We're saying this about Chelsea.
They can still do one further. Let's not forget that the teams are no longer the same as they were last season.
Everybody
they improve.
Everybody they improve.
Apart from Newcastle, now because this is their first
everybody going to improve. You understand me? So it's not going to be as easy as it was last season.
Aston Villa is trying to use, and like I said, you've done 5th. You could do one further. You cannot just go first this season and you're finishing 3rd the next season. You cannot do 4 in a row and you're finishing 3rd on the table. You could go one further. You're a middle table team, you're this, you're that. We understand. Newcastle have gone from this to that. I think last season they finished in the top 4. Either top 4 or top 3 a season or 2 ago. And they came to the Champions League. They played Champions League. They didn't finish anywhere close to the top 4. next again. Now they're finishing in the top 5, going to the Champions League next season. They need to fill up the bench. Even if you're not filling up the starting 11, fill up the bench, because from that side you're playing a Murphy. You're playing a Murphy who is a midfielder. You're making a makeshift. Murphy can play left and right back, but he's playing as a winger for you. Now you can play a Murphy where he deserves to play, a midfield. Jolinto is also on the team. Bruno Gimenez has been rumored to leave on multiple occasions. You don't have a replacement for him yet, and you're trying to keep him on in the side. So you have your midfield covered. With Tonali coming in, he has that experience to add value to the team after facing a suspension for his gambling act. Now he's back in the team fully. You need to bring in one more midfielder to play in that place. So bringing in players to play from the flanks. I keep saying it. Outside Harvey Burns, or what's his name, playing from the flank alongside Anthony Gordons. These are the only 2 prolific wingers they have. You need to bring in more players, because you need to have your bench. If you're going to play the bulk of games you're going to play next season, you need to have your bench. We're talking about Chelsea signing players. I was saying they're signing over bloated squad. Man City just signed about 7 players in 2 windows.
Generally, but Man City doesn't have 50 players currently in the side.
No, I'm just saying, but they have quality. It's just about quality on the bench. If you understand what I'm going to, Newcastle doesn't have that amount of quality on the bench. I'm not saying they should have world-class players on the bench, but quality on the bench.
Yeah,
if you look at Newcastle bench, you can't name 5 players that would go into any team and start. You can't even name any of the 5 players that will go into any team.
You look at the starting 11. Can you name 5 players that can go into any and start?
In the starting 11 for Newcastle, I could name Anthony Gordon. He could go into any of the top 10 teams that finish the Premier League last season.
I didn't say 1. I said 5.
I'm giving you numbers. I'm giving you. You count on before you count 5 now.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Gordon, Harvey Burns can go into any team and start in the top 10. Yes, I'm giving you the numbers. Tonali can do the same. Bruno Gimenez can do the same.
Yeah, Gimenez is just Gimenez is. I forgot about.
Baba Naisa can Gimenez.
You can't tell me about Tonali. Where win Serie A with Inter Milan. Where be the boss of midfield? I give you a name: Tonali, Bruno Gimenez, Jolinto with his clarity. The left back. I think at some point at Brighton he was called the tallest left back in the Premier League. Gone. And now he's playing as a centre back. He can go into any Premier League, any team that finished in the top half of the table last season and start.
But let's see.
So I'm just saying, just have quality. You have these players starting for you. Have quality on the bench. So I'm not going to say it's a bad move for them. It's a very good one for them.
I think it's a very good move for them. If you look at Newcastle, the way they play,
and they even have Saudi money.
That's
Saudi money. That's Saudi money.
Never show.
That's Saudi money. Never show.
No, it blessing na
the audio Saudi money. You know wetin spoil them. Na PSR spoil them, because as soon as they pass PSR, these guys came on board and they have hundreds of millions. They can't even spend it. They can't even. You remember there was a time it was tough for Newcastle to get shirt sponsor. They had to go look for shirt sponsor in Dubai or wherever. It was hard for them to even get. But you have oil money. The oil money never they show.
I think the oil money came. I think the PSR route is this PSR is financial years between 2022 and this July 2025. So that period, as they come, first of all, they spend the money big, because that was when they got the Gimenez, the Isak and the rest. They got some players in. Then they had to restrict them with PSR. Then they now went to get in Eto'o. I think that was the period, because of PSR. They were able to convince Tonali just come and join the project small. And Tonali came into the project. But at first they got 3 or 4 players in. But we're expecting them to get at least the first starting 11.
But that 3 or 4 players don't reach 300 million.
I'm not saying that Saudi money is what Man City, PSG did. That's what it was.
Saudi money.
What Newcastle is doing?
Audio money.
The audio money. I don't understand their own Saudi money, because I was expecting City came in. Do you know what City bought in?
What are you saying, man?
What are you saying?
Even when they don't win league, so they still sign. Men, 50 million, 70 million.
I think that one thing that helped City again, they were selling players, so players to help them to balance their books.
We made a lot of money from
Newcastle did not really sell players in a huge amount, so it affected them. But let's see what happens if Elanga will go to Newcastle. It's going to be, imagine Gordon and Elanga from the wings and Isak at the middle.
Oh my days!
Ballers.
The defender should be scared.
Newcastle is playing the Champions League next season, so they need squad depth. They don't have squad depth in that place. Eddie Howe has done a good job for them. Won their first
but
trophy.
he has a challenge now.
Yeah, it's a challenge because whenever they play the Champions League, it's always hard for them to balance the Premier League, the Champions League, and other competitions. So they need more players to play that all the competition they are playing in. Okay, let's talk about Arsenal again because yesterday another round of talk for madueke again. I better say that madueke story go. It dey real. I've been thinking na all those media talk, but it can't
audio talk.
It can't gain weight. That not gain weight, but because buying Joao Pedro, I can understand. Joao Pedro will start. You will not buy a 60 million pounds
and keep him on the bench. But it don't make sense.
Already Neto is going to start from the right. So Pedro will start from the left. That means madueke will have to wait until one of them are out of form or injury.
Minutes.
It does not make sense. So probably it makes sense. And if he looks at his own challenge at Arsenal, will go stay tough for him. If you go for Arsenal, he has Trossard, Martinelli, and Saka. He's going to compete with. So anyway, when you go tough for him, but probably he has to take his own chances.
I think players are looking for the easy way out.
That's the easy way.
They're looking for the easy way out where you just want to play 90 minutes. Bros, come into a team, fight for the place.
And it's not number 2.
Because by the time you put up a performance in training, first day, second day, third day, and you keep putting up those performances in training.
Part of the problem now is that the World Cup is nasty. If madueke does not play enough, he will not make that squad.
Which team you want to make, Neves?
The England squad.
How you want to make the England
He's
squad?
been playing
Even Jared Bowen, where good reach for the past 4 years, they bench for England.
No, at least make the squad.
No, I'm just saying now.
No, my own is that he will not make the squad.
He will not. Even if he goes to a top team that is tougher than top, he will not make the squad.
This one about Bele.
It's not about Bele.
He will make the squad. Nothing you want to tell me.
It's about your input.
How many wingers for that English side now? We better pass this guy. Just 2.
For you,
Saka.
For England national team, just 2.
But they don't even have.
They don't get pure wingers. Na midfielders when they play Grealish now winger.
Go come out.
Noves. You're talking about players from the right. I tell you say he SS for England. The players from the left. Now we know really get.
No, excuse me. Who did that SS for the right?
For the right.
Excuse me. Who did that SS for the right?
Look at their. If you want, because now they talk about stats.
For you about stats. No,
last season had more numbers.
Baba, I'm not asking you to call stats now. Call names. If you call Bowen, I know say maybe. I go
call him first before Saka.
Why are they touch?
I go call him first because his numbers are up.
Nah, you know if you call him before Saka.
My own is that. Who is before Saka?
Jared Bowen.
Can you imagine
because of his goals numbers? No, according to the stats we have this season and last season, you will put him up. I'm not saying he's better. I'm saying me. I will call him before Saka. But he's up there, and you're telling me from the right.
I understand what you're saying. You're saying that if you're an English coach, that Bowen will start from the right.
No, I'm just saying if you're calling players, I will call up first.
Okay.
You will call Bowen and Saka on the right. No other person can put them on the bench. Then you're coming on the left.
Where the plenty players where they that right?
If you're going to talk about sentiment, if you're coming from the left, I forget that Morgan Gibbs-White can play from there as well. If you're coming from the left as well, you say, okay, fine, let's use sentiment. So put Jack Grealish.
You know, go there.
Anthony Gordon's. And after these 2 players, who else you want call?
Grealish no be even be wing herself.
What I'm saying is that England in that wings, I don't think they have all the players.
They don't get options. And madueke is a stellar choice for them.
What madueke needs to do just to play football so they can make this, even if he does not start. But the problem is if he stays on the bench too much for Chelsea or Arsenal, he will not make it. That's what I think. Even the Gay move to Liverpool, that's what everybody is thinking about. Because if you don't play enough, small boys might play well in smaller.
If you don't play enough, you get waiting the Anderson they do for the team.
But finally, do you think that Arsenal should go for madueke?
No.
let me land now.
No.
John, don't answer you already.
No.
Any player, like I said, any player can go anywhere. Just offer your own effort to start. Don't wait for the player to get injured. Because when you show up for training ground, coach go there first to put you in the 60th minute. You can play 40 minutes of football every game.
2 things that affect a goal decision when you move to a club. Your fee is forced to play. For example, whether Maresca likes Pedro or not, he will start Pedro at least until
your fee
until something happens to him. But like what is it? That guy they bought for almost 90
unless
million.
He likes him.
Modric for
yes.
Nicolas Pepe for Arsenal.
No, Modric for Chelsea.
Yes.
They bought him for a huge fee. He was even when he wasn't performing, you are forced to play him because you bought him with if you pay 90 million, you go play. The same thing with Joao Pedro. That's the thing about player. And number 2, coaches like have favorite players. no matter what you do, there is practical player that will go to play, whether he's playing well.
Yes.
So it affects if madueke moves to Arsenal, because somehow Arteta likes
Saka
and Martinelli. Let me
I talk to. No, I'm just saying it's obvious he likes this player, but you'll be forced to make the changes around the 50-something minutes.
Yes, exactly.
You'll be forced to make those changes. 53 minutes, you're not getting result from your best players.
You go make changes. You go bring guys coming.
And that is another way. It's okay, I stay on the bench. I know, okay, 50th minute, 56 minutes at most. I'm coming in.
Impress.
30, I have at least 35 minutes to impress.
And another thing for madueke to Arsenal, that Saka position, you have to remove his eyes from there. So all his fight, is from that left side.
The same is coming to the Arsenal team for that Saka position, because Saka cannot play 90 minutes all the matches.
The point is that you want to start as a top player. You cannot bench Saka. That's the
I'm not saying bench Saka.
As a top player, no one starts.
You can't bench Saka, right? And secondly, nobody wants to go to a club and be a beat part player.
Everyone wants
so
to be
the only opportunity for you to get more game time is on that left. Yes. You don't get anything.
I don't like Martinelli, so Martinelli will always start.
Unless Saka is out injured, you cannot go back into that position.
Saka cannot play.
And so you have to sometimes they call it stoop to conquer. Your favorite position na right. Person wey dey there now, then use change that position. You don't feel come out. Baba go and do a good performance on the left.
Simple.
And when the opportunity presents itself, you play on the right.
Squad rotation. Saka cannot play 90 minutes the whole 38th Premier League game.
Yes.
Now you always sit on the bench.
Yes.
As madueke, no matter how much they buy you, you sit on the bench to prove to the coach that you're a team player.
Okay.
Now you sit on the bench, he puts you in, you work hard on training. Like I said earlier, you work hard on training.
Okay.
53rd minute, you have at least 35 minutes each game.
Who they go? Don't be Saka they go remove. Now Martinelli they go remove.
Saka now. They go play there.
Saka no they come out too.
Let me tell you
until we get to January and
that's what I want to
getting too much on Saka.
So you want to tell me that because I said Saka now will come out for madueke to enter in the 50-something minutes, and you say no, it's not possible. So in your mind you are convinced and you're sure that Saka will play 90 minutes of football for the next 38 games of the Premier League season.
The point is that Saka plays for Arsenal for 90 minutes, except he is tired or the coach wants to. I have seen Saka not play well and the coach leaves him. Do you know why?
Sure.
Every team has a star player. For Arsenal is Saka.
Yes.
You don't change your star players except
no
there's a
matter
problem.
So you are sure.
Number two, madueke cannot come and wait until Saka has an off day.
He's not having an off day.
Arteta, I'm telling you,
like I said, as a coach, you're forced to make some changes.
Arteta said on his training, Saka plays all the games for him. So Saka is his favorite player. So when you are coming, leave that. I'm telling you for Arsenal.
Remove your mind for that right. Unless say you're 17 years old like Wanderi and you can be.
I'm telling you.
You can never make that position your own.
No matter what happens, he is star play. Do you know what it means? Star play. Do you know what it's like for a staff where you come on and just bench what is the Palmer? Palmer is a star player for Chelsea. Every team has its own one star player.
Yes,
you don't touch him. Except they are tired.
Even when they are bumbling and fumbling, 1 minute it does score goal. We don't forgive all those mess ups.
But he can work from the left. For example, Rafinha for Barcelona,
yes.
He made that left his own and won the player of the season. He played less when he was at least from that left. He was playing more on the right and from this behind the striker. He went to Barcelona because Yamal came to light. Even when he came to Barcelona, he was playing from the left. Now, last season, he scored more goals from the left. Because I don't even understand that you think because you're a left that you need to cut and shoot. Rafinha showed us that you can play from the left and score your goal. Just make your nice run and score a goal. But the question there is that if madueke moves to Arsenal is going to be still a fight for him especially
it's a fight. You either fight in Chelsea or you fight in Arsenal. So anywhere you are going, you are going to have to fight.
Very well, but let's see. Another player that we are talking about for Arsenal again is Rodrigo. The rumors is that Madrid can cash in on Rodrigo. I don't know how much they are talking about, but I think they're about 70 million pounds if Arsenal can buy Rodrigo. So it's going to be.
If I'm Arteta, I'll buy Rodrigo over any other person.
But let's see what they are going to do. Okay, we won't talk about other transfers because Manchester for Brentford, they are still insisting they are not going to reduce their price for Mbeumo. So Man U, you must pay that money because Man U is Saudi of England.
England.
You must pay.
Before.
You must pay. Okay.
Now under Woodward don't pay us. I don't even know why they know why they talk this matter now say it too much now because Woodward no day. On us now Woodward day. At least you go here say Man U have signed Mbeumo for 90 million pounds. Not even
Ineos team no go one break.
Ineos no go. Okay. Woodward will not tell you 90 million. It's okay. Pay it.
Say that this Ineos team bought Nkuya for 62 Abi. No be money be that. So let's leave all this.
They don't value the player for the price.
So what is the difference between Mbeumo and
they're telling you 62 million. They've already offered 55 plus 10 million. You no agree. They offer 60 million plus 5 million. You no agree. What else are you looking for?
Maybe they find another alternative now. Brentford said they no one said. Now they are playing.
You want to go to 80 million? Leave an amendment for you now.
Look elsewhere. Okay.
They've already looked elsewhere. They're looking at Semenyo.
Let's see. Semenyo just signed a new contract.
No, they start playing.
They go break bank now. If they go break bank, you go come pay that 90 million. Yes, no.
Okay, leave that thing. On how they go for Semenyo. On how they go for Semenyo.
They are not going to buy Semenyo.
I know they're not going to, but on how they go for Semenyo, at least.
Another thing is when you can actually save that money, place Zeski in that position and get a 9 to back up
even what's this guy that came back from injury, this star boy that started doing well. Not because the main man
Ahmad has been converted to a wing back.
Yes, but he cannot play.
You can sign a wing back, play Ahmad there, and then you move forward.
I don't know why they are even.
They want to not be the squad depth.
Okay, let's go back to our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. And Chimobi saying is back with his comment. Said Alanga can go because he wants to play Champions League. Okay, Chukobina is saying no so self go well ahead of Sakake.
Baba, help me ask.
Okay, he's also saying Madueke will not even bench one area. There is no space for Madueke on that right wing. Okay, if Ateta is looking for him, that means Ateta has a plan. That's my own. But let's see.
If Ateta is looking for him, Ateta wants depth in squad.
But let's see what happens. Okay, spirit of LFC, that Liverpool FC fans. This is the first time I'm seeing you on today's show.
Welcome
to the show. And thank you for all. Thank you for the comments. And remember, please to subscribe to our channel.
And like the video. Thank you.
Say hi everyone. How are you all? I really appreciate your communication. How organized, knowledge, and your expertise. You always explain things well and know your stuff about football. Rest in peace, Jota and Andre. You will never walk alone.
At all.
Thank you very much, spirit of Liverpool. I know that LFC is Liverpool Football Club. Thank you for. No, it's Liverpool. Thank you for that comment. He's also saying your team and chat is okay, sorry. Your team and chat is comprised of professionals who are articulate and possess extensive knowledge. Thank you very much, spirit of spirit. I like your name, spirit. Should I call you your spirit?
Spirit of LFC fans.
Spirit of Liverpool football fans. Thank you for that comment. Okay, let's move on to other comments. And okay, Charles is saying, what of Waneri? That's another thing. If you buy Madueke, Waneri.
Like I said, one arena from the flanks and in the 10.
Baba, that 10 never they sure because all they got never want even rest.
Okay, Street is saying Arsenal is going for.
Like say they know they do sub again for team.
Arsenal is going for Madueke is a joke. He can't even guarantee you Carabao Cup.
Thank you.
Arsenal are the most unserious team in England.
Supported.
Okay, and it's Spice that. Welcome to the show. This is first time I see your comment too. You say rest in peace, Diogo Jota. Okay, rest in peace, Diogo Jota. It's a sad day for football yesterday, and thank you, spirit of LOFC fan. Thank you for that comment. Remember, guys, to subscribe to our channel anytime we are live, Monday to Saturday. Drop your comments. We will be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, let's take phone calls and get your own contribution about all these things we are talking about. Number to call is 0706 048 5853. Yeah, hello, good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please.
Good morning, also. Good morning, John. Good morning, everybody in the studio.
Good morning.
Name and location, please.
Yeah, my name is Sonia Vitalis Igoches Nastafor Breed, aka.
Normally.
Now, palmeiras now.
Yes. Is that this time of this month? Is it 2 a.m. this morning,
yes.
Saturday, or 2 a.m. against Sunday?
2 a.m. Saturday.
2 a.m. Saturday. Yeah, 2 a.m. today.
Nima Baleta.
Okay, now my tab. Okay, cool. I got what I'm going to put a full TJ.
You?
No, palmeiras. I get it with generation because I get just bring I get it only have a B1 and B2 formation.
Normally.
Yes, B1 and B2 formation. Any B1 and B2 formation. How exist here? I put 3 formation at the same time.
Confirm. Down that X straight up.
Yeah, you see?
I say you go give them down that X now uppercut.
Yes, I'm telling you, you sabi good. Rest in peace for this our able keeper.
Yes.
Yes. Akane Chigwe.
Working FFA.
Hey!
This man Chubia from Chubia. You make it a good child. Rest in peace. And our NFA had a more from
at all.
He's not giving them money, paying them until they die, helping them. Some of them in pain, some of them their strength and they serve for this country. It's not good. Eh? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay. Saturday for football. Let's see.
For real, man.
Yesterday was just sad for everybody. Okay, let's take for more phone calls. The number to call is 0706-048-5853. Yeah, hello, good morning. Okay, we lost that call. 0706-048-5853. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good
Number
morning.
location, please.
You are speaking with other Sunday from Lebanon State.
Okay,
Welcome.
What's your own contribution?
Please, for this person, we have this number. I'm really love this. So I like to, but yeah, I still know the reason why she don't want to pick my call. I'm calling this number for several times.
Oh.
They are not picking it.
Oh, sorry about that.
So please, I want to discuss it. Yeah, so let her call me this number, or this number is it for their office?
Yeah, it's just an
studio
office
line. Yes.
Nobody picks the call. I said
I want to have the
just
private number. I want to
okay.
have
I will let her know. Thank you very much.
Send that for me, please.
Okay.
I'm really not that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, but I don't even know what to say on this one. Okay, let's take phone calls. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
This is Bishop.
Okay, what is the contribution?
Good morning.
Bishop.
Indeed, it's a sad day, a sad time, and a hard time for the football fans, lover of football in general. You know, I was really thinking and imagining. Sometimes we don't really know how attached we are to this footballer.
For real, man.
Until such a thing happened.
Even while bantering them.
Yes. I was like, you know, there's this joy we get when we watch these guys retire.
Yes.
It gives us joy.
Yes.
We feel secured, and they too. Understand? We are always waiting for, okay, how many clubs did you play for? We are waiting for you to we'll be discussing what you have done, your achievement, and all that. Unfortunately, someone just died like that. So after the wedding and everything.
Child.
That shows that tomorrow is not guaranteed.
Yes.
That is a left night land. There is nothing you will think you will guarantee tomorrow. No way. You see person today, tomorrow the person goes. It's very hard that, especially for we, the Portuguese, the Portugal fans, and every football fan. Very hard time. So I was thinking like we are not going to be arguing again. Do Jota, remove Jota.
Yeah.
Jota will not score.
Just imagine that.
Nobody was expecting this for him right now. Understand? And to consider the way he died with his brother, he somebody lost two at the spot. Two at the spot. Bro, we can't say much and we can't argue or quarrel God. But just may his soul rest in peace.
Amen.
That's all we say. There's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
But is it a hard time for us? Bro, I haven't got to myself.
For real,
so
man.
like these players, that's when I know how we attach to
true talk.
when we watch them, we can see to watch them play and argue about them. So these things are gone just like this. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, man.
Thank you for that. For that. It's a very sad thing. Even till now, I'm not even gotten myself. That's
For
why
real, man.
all this I'm reading, I'm not even seeing it well. I'm not even seeing it clear.
For real.
Close your eye.
I see compromise. I don't even see the words
The
again.
biggest
It's
thing now,
just,
tragedy upon tragedy.
it's
man.
just,
Like,
yesterday was just somehow. Okay, let's take more phone calls. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, everyone in the studio.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Name and location, please.
Okay, this is Samuel calling you from Apple.
Okay, Samuel, what is your contribution?
Okay, let me start. Yesterday was a very sad day for all the sports lovers.
yeah.
Even if you don't know the people in person, at least you have been hearing about them, watching them while playing, especially the Liverpool player Jota. So, rufai, I have not started watching ball at the time of rufai, but at least I have had a lot about the man. So, but anyway, that is life. That's the debt everybody hold. Once your own leash, you answer the call, but everybody is playing so that you will live long. So, and enjoy his fruit of his labor.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, may their soul rest in peace.
Amen.
Amen.
You see, Chelsea love Arsenal so much, but Arsenal fans does not understand the kind of love Chelsea have on them.
Which kind of love be that one?
Give them player to at least give them this Champions League or even
European football.
At least maybe next season, if Arsenal should not win Champions League or Premier League this season, they should just try and go start with a conference, so that because there's like if they are aiming high than
too much. I understand. Thank you very much.
What if they go the conference call loser?
But anyway, madueke is a nice player, because if as a Chelsea fan, I'm not even happy for Chelsea selling madueke to Arsenal.
Okay.
It's not good. Forget about what this Arsenal player is. Said even madueke go to Arsenal now, he can even bench Saka there.
Okay.
So madueke is a wonderful player. We just need the time to improve.
All right. Thank you very much. All right.
All this one are marketing. I mean,
Okay.
Okay,
let's finish with our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM. So, Obi Kara, Timothy, welcome to the show. I think this is the first time I'm seeing you. Please remember to subscribe to our channel. Video. He's saying, good morning, great guys. Timothy Chibueze watching from Enugu East. Is it confirmed that Neto will not play tomorrow game? Anyways, we have Pedro. Please confirm Chelsea transfer target. Rest in peace, Jota. Thank you for that comment. Okay, Chisco is back. He says, Network don't want me to comment today, but God, Shema. Rest in peace, Diogo Jota. You will never walk alone. Chelsea boys cares. Oh, it's a crazy stuff yesterday. Somto, it was a shocker for me yesterday after streaming your show and getting on the net to see the news of Jota's death. You guys talked about how Osimhen was going to be good fit for him and Nunes. Yeah, we finished talking about it and we just locked that to rest, and we just saw that news. It was it's crazy. He said life is a fickle, man. It's a crazy thing. Okay, and Elliott to be says, sincerely knowing that I won't see Jota play again is really shocking. I have not been touched so much by death of a footballer than this. I so much love him. Rest in peace, Diego family and rufai. Yes, rest in peace. Okay, and Timothy says it's not my first time. Okay, thank you for always joining us on today's show. I don't know what to say about what happened yesterday, but I don't know. But rest in peace to Jota and his brother Andre, and rest in peace to Peter Rufai. Yesterday was sad for footballing world, but it is what it is. So we have to take up and continue. Nobody knows tomorrow. Nobody even knows when your time will reach, but we have to be hopeful and do our best to make the world a better place, because nobody knows when their time will come. So, but rest in peace to both players I hope they are in a better place. Tomorrow we'll come back to talk about the Club World Cup because Chelsea will play by 2 a.m. So tomorrow, by this time tomorrow, they are finished playing. Either we banter them or we celebrate them. So one of these things will happen tomorrow. My name is Godwin, and have a wonderful day.
Hello, Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage. Take a break and enjoy the show. Alex Iwobi gets the ball out to the left-hand side. The delivery comes in. Oh, it's a goal! It's a goal!
Entertainment. News and politics.
Enugu State's governor has
Gospel.
and let them